What's up, guys? It's Caliber here.
And the Beast.
Taro.
And me and Beast are drunk.
Drunk as hell, apparently, because, like, we're putting a comparison here before we go on to this. I drank this, and apparently, I drank this too. So,
alright, so he had a bottle of...
I'm not drunk.
Yeah, no, she's irresponsible. Well, she did drink, but she can't get drunk.
I physically can't. I kind of drank a lot, but I physically can't.
So because they were drinking, I kind of felt left out. I got a $4 bottle of gin.
There you go, $4 bottle of gin.
And well, I am going to say this. I have a bottle of gallon of Hawaiian. I guess it's a gallon. Is this? Yeah, a gallon Hawaiian Punch. It was a half gallon. Then I drank it to about here. So
yeah.
Because I mix my drinks. I tried drinking gin by itself. Doesn't work.
Yeah, the gin varies.
Yeah, but got a little Hawaiian Punch, got a little gin. We're good. So I went to the vape shop and I picked up this. Your boy got the Voopoo
Drag 2.
Yep. The Voopoo Drag 2. Spark your life. I like that. Did you see that on that box? It says Spark your life. It's really nice. Alright, so here it is. Very beautiful. It's a beautiful mod. Show yours. In case you don't remember what yours looks like. Show the other side. Yeah, he got the pretty white and black it's almost like a white pearl type of thing. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
But I got the orange and the blue. I was going to get the red and the black, but they didn't have any in the red and the black, and I wasn't settling for a display model, because I have one display model, and I didn't think about it at the time. It's like, what if it's been dropped? So, yeah. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at the U-Force tanks, both of them, because I have the original Drag and the original U-Force. So, here's the Drag, the original Drag, my gold Drag. The Drag that actually made somebody jealous, which was fucking hilarious.
Nice.
Somebody actually was jealous that I had the gold Drag because she has been wanting the gold Drag.
Oh, nice.
So, as you can see, I'm going to say right now, I fucking hate this color of gold. I wish it would have matched the mod.
Yeah.
But that's just nitpicking. But as you can see, the air holes are a lot bigger. I have this closed off because it wants to leak when I turn it like this, so yeah. But the differences between the tank is this uses the U2 and the T2. I think it's the T2. The T2 coil head, which I actually believe I have in here right now. I don't know. But I have the triple mesh coil head in here. And I don't remember what coil this uses. But as you can see, they look very different. This one has this little fucking cone-shaped thing. Honestly, I wish they would have did without that and made it. I wish this would have looked a little bit more like this, where it's just flat-edged. Whoops. But as you can see, this has a little bit of decoration on the top here. I don't know how well you can see that. This is just plain. But this has a little bit different design on the bottom. I should call them designs instead of decoration, but design. And this has a weird ass fucking design that I honestly didn't care for it. Like, it vapes good, but I didn't care for the original U-Force tank. I didn't care for it that much. This I like a lot, especially with the triple mesh coil. The 3 mesh coils in one. Fucking amazing. Go ahead and put this back on here. So I'm going to show the mods real quick, and then we're going to slam 2 YouTubers, and yeah. But as you can see, this is a smaller mod, just by the way it looks. If you look at it this way, smaller. So it is a smaller mod. It's more comfortable in the hand. And yeah. Now the problem I had with this mod, it was a great mod. Don't get me wrong, it was a great mod, but it's a little nitpick right there. If you look, you can see and tell that it's there's a bit of a gap right there. On this one, if there is a gap, it's very, very, very small. This has rounded corners. This has squared off corners. It's okay to hold. It's bulky and it's well, a box mod. It is what it is.
Right.
But the gene chip in this was a great chip, 157 watts. It fired fast from what I can tell. But there always has to be next version. I think of any mod. I think, honestly, Smock should come out with a GX352 and improve on the chipset that's in it. That way it doesn't auto-fire like the GX350 I had. I think there should always be a second version to a mod. Maybe even a third version. Like if you look how it stands, Beast, you have the Pulse, which is the mechanical. Then you have the Pulse 80 watt and the 90 watt. That's 3 generations, I guess 3 mod generations. Would that be the correct term, babe?
Mm.
So there's 3 versions of that mod. You can get the 80 watt or the 90 watt. Personally, I'd stay away from the mechanical. But this has if you can look at it, it has rounded corners, which is really nice. Now, one gripe I have about this is the 510 placement. If you look the way it's placed right here, if you look on this edge, you can kind of see it overhangs. If you look on this edge, it overhangs. And if you look long on, it overhangs. Well, it doesn't overhang on the front too much, but on the sides, it definitely overhangs. Now, if you look at this side, doesn't overhang. And I like the placement of this. So, the YouTuber I want to slam. That is one of the YouTubers I want to slam is Rip Trippers. And here's why. He said these drip tips are proprietary. They are not proprietary. I can interchange this drip tip with a Cloud Beast drip tip. And I'll show you this. Proprietary means it's a specific size and no other drip tip will fit it. Proprietary means that it's a specific size. And it comes with plugs. Like, obviously, Android has their proprietary plug and Apple has their proprietary plug. But if you look, actually, this doesn't look that bad. Look, Beast. That doesn't look that bad.
No.
But it fits. And I can hold it by the drip tip and it doesn't come out. Look at this, babe.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't come out. So it's not proprietary. I can literally take this drip tip, this what I presume is an 810 drip tip or 810 size. I can put it in my Dead Rabbit and, well, because of the O-rings, it pops up a little bit, but it fits.
Right.
It's a little slippery. But it fits, and it fits nonetheless. So it's not proprietary. You got something to say, babe?
No.
Let me go ahead and, nope. Alright, so another YouTuber I want to slam. And, I just think, it's not really me slamming him. I'm just wanting to point out his little nitpicks because it's kind of stupid. So the first nitpick he has, and then we're talking about Jay Hayes here. Yeah, I'm going after the fucking god of vaping. One of the most honest reviewers I've ever seen. He gripes about the placement of the 510 on this. Okay, you may not like it, that's fine. But it's not that big of an issue. And he also gripes about the 510 being slightly raised so the tank kind of sits up a little bit. Again, that's not a big issue, and that actually, in my opinion, is a perfectly good design. Here's why. Yeah, that's my T-Priv. That's what a Flush 510 does to a mod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you bitching about the 510 on that? That's pretty jank, dude. That's stupid. I think that's a great fucking design. And Fupu even said when they commented on his video, they said the reason the 510's raised. You got something to say?
No.
And there comes the message. It said, the message that was I sent to the group chat was Beast fell asleep during the mod mouth. This is our second time filming this.
Yeah, second time. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen with a little bit of help from our friend alcohol.
Mr. Booze.
You
But yeah, no. It's just pretty stupid to bitch about that. I think it's a good idea.
Mm.
And what I was saying was, is Fufu even mentioned that that's the reason why they raised it up, so it doesn't scratch the top of the mod. I don't know about you, Rip Trippers. Yeah, I'm fucking drunk. I don't know about you, Jay Hayes, but I like my mods to be in pristine condition.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Although my T-Prip's not in pristine condition because
well,
I dropped it in water. I just dropped it all around.
Here's my thing about the whole being raised part, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take my tank off here. I'm gonna show you this. So you got your. You see? Is it coming up focused?
No, because you don't have autofocus on your webcam. But I can show it. You can point out.
Show your side.
Yeah.
Because I want to show that because it's got an X pattern on there. Once he shows you his, he's gonna show you his. See, he's got the X pattern.
Yeah, mine's not focusing either. It's all good though.
You can see the X. I can see the X on my side, so it's obviously showing up. Those X's are channels. So if it was flat or flush, how is that going to work? The point is the X's were for. It's basically for like if you have like a leakage or something, and it's going to drive the fluid out through those channels.
Well.
If it's completely flush...
There's actually a caveat to that. Do you want to know originally why mods put these channels in here? Do you really want to know? It's because some RDAs... I don't know too much about tanks, but some RDAs actually had the airflow up underneath the bottom. So those channels were there for airflow.
There's airflows in the bottom of RDAs?
Yeah. Straight up underneath. So you would have, like, usually it's when they come in a kit or something like that, but some mods will have those channels for airflow.
I never knew any RDAs that have, like, flows on the outside.
Yeah.
I never knew that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's, well, I forgot who I watched that from. It might not be true. Who knows? I'm drunk. Forgive me. But that's the original, from what I heard, that's the original reason why those channels were there, is for mods that have airflow up underneath. But I can see where you're coming from, that it would pull juice away. But
well, I mean, if it was for airflow, if you make it flush, then how's those channels going to work anyway?
Yeah. Well, obviously, we look at the Dead Rabbit, we look at modern RDAs, the airflow is usually on the side, or at least at the bottom.
Well, either or. The point is, if you're going to make a channel and you're going to put something flush over top of it, which makes it's going to cut off those grooves anyway, right? If it's flush, you're going to tighten it down. You're going to make it flush to the body. Those airflows don't have any exit points, right?
Right.
I mean, that's just common sense. So, if you raise it, those access points are going to always have an exit point. Regardless if it's for air, if it's for juice, or whatever the hell it's for, the point is, it's going to have those exit points on it. How I look at it is, with how modern RDAs are and how modern tanks are, it has to be for juice flow on that factor, just because it's how it is today's times. If that's the case, it's got to have some point to go to. If you make it flush, then that juice has nowhere to go to. And even if it was for air back in the day, there would be no point for the airflow to go that way either.
But
because you're going to cut it off with the tips of the ARTA.
But you know, Beast, another thing could be had because this one actually has a similar, not a similar pattern, but if you look, it has a pattern. I think though, I don't really necessarily think those cutouts are for juice. To be honest, I think they're just there for design to make the 510 look pretty.
I mean, I guess it could be, but I mean, like,
Because I'm sorry, but I want to show you. I want to show you again. Because I'm sorry. God damn, I fucking hate 510 threading. How is juice supposed to wick away from that?
well, from that, yeah, I understand that, but I mean, this is supposed to be an updated version.
Yeah.
I mean,
Honestly, I think when 510s,
you look at other 510s, you got like the bag, right?
mm-hmm.
I had a problem with I had a problem with juice pulling at the bottom, right? Look at this 510. It's completely flush. There's no grooves. You look at the pulse. The pulse was made for juice to actually come up through the actual bottom fed, right?
Yeah.
It has grooves. That's where I kind of get where I think it's coming from, grooves. It has to come with grooves. Because if you don't have grooves in it, then where is it going to go?
Right.
That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah. But honestly, the placement of the 510 shouldn't matter. The height of it shouldn't matter. Because like I said, it's a good fucking design. Because then you won't scratch up the top of your mod.
You know, you can gripe about the height of it having a gap or whatever it is. Honestly, I've had a lot of cheaper mods. I had the Puma.
You still have the Puma, don't you?
I do have the Puma. The Puma it's a good device for being a 200-watt mod for $60. It is what it is. Chip wise,
Grab the wrong mod.
well, you know, I'm saying it's for the price mod. The Puma's not a bad price. I mean, here's the Puma. For the price wise, it's not a bad mod. For the price wise, but again, it's for the price. You have your smocks. You know, that's what it is. What it is.
Mm-hmm.
You're buying the name at that point. This right here, it's comfortable in hand. It's literally it is a Vapor's vape. It is what it is. It's a dual battery mod.
Yeah.
Give or take what it is. It doesn't try to go any more higher than it is. It doesn't say it's a 200 watt. It doesn't say it's 200 watts. It doesn't try to do anything else. It is. It doesn't buy what it is. It is a 277 watt.
177.
Right, 177 is what I meant to say. But it doesn't try to go any higher than what it can do.
Yeah.
It doesn't do the like the Puma. The Puma says 200 watts. Is it 200 watts for real? Probably not.
No, definitely not on 2 battery. Maybe it is. You know, it even goes into Wismec. I'm a die-hard Wismec fan. I have the RX 300. It takes 3 18650s. Is it doing that 300 watts? Probably not. Not even close.
Right. So I mean, this one's trying to be as honest as it can be, as what it is. It throws out what it can do, and it gives you what it is. Is it the best mod out there? I'm sure it's not. Obviously, it's not. I mean, you have better mods out there all
in the
every
Sigelli.
day.
All right, so here's a little backstory to vaping. When the Sigelli 150 watt came out, right? It did 150 watts on the 2 18650s. When they came out with the 213, not so much.
No. Well, I mean, look at this. They came out with the freaking the RX 200, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could it do 200? Most likely not. Here's the problem. Here's where
the RX 200 I think could do 200 watts because it had that third battery in rotation.
It could, but then they had an update to do 300. See what
250 actually.
Yeah, whatever it was something weird because I remember I had the mod and it had an update for it. I just remember that.
Yeah.
The point what I'm getting at is where did it draw the line? What was real? What was gimmick? Yeah, your numbers can show it on the freaking side of the mod. Your numbers can show anything on the side of the mod. The point is,
and
it doesn't. Huh?
I'll give Wizmac on this one. So when it came to the RX-23, where you can run it with 2 batteries or 3, what I give them on this is the fact that they said with 3 batteries, it ran at 200 watts, right? 2 batteries, I believe it ran at 150 watts, which is reasonable.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
So they know what their mod's capable of. And I think an RX-200 with 3 batteries can run at 200 watts. 250, probably not. 300, yeah, kind of far-fetching it there.
Right. I agree. I'm gonna say this right here, being a modern vape, it doesn't try to be any any flashiness to it. It's literally what it says it is. It's a dual battery mod. It runs at 177 watts. That's what it is.
Yeah. And that's what I love about Voopoo, because when they came out with the Drag, they said it ran at 100. They're going, for a dual battery, they're going for realistic numbers.
Yeah. Exactly what I'm saying.
I'm sure, honestly, I'm sure, if lightning struck the Vapor Storm Puma, I guarantee you could probably do 200 watts. No doubt.
No doubt.
But the thing is, it'll only do 200 watts in the perfect condition. Perfect build. Perfect batteries. I'm sorry. Batteries are imperfect. Builds are imperfect. Like, some of my builds are not perfect at all. So I don't think my mods can do the power that they say they do. Especially if they're just running 2 batteries. Like, obviously, this guy, I believe, is 150 watts. The Sigeli K3. So, Sigeli tries to stick... Like, I have the, Hey, my crotch sniffer. My cat. Hang on. There he is. Look at him. But the K3 is rated at 150 watts. The Chaos Z is rated at 200. Do I think the Chaos Z can do 200? Probably not. But Sigeli, when it comes to mods like these, they try to keep that 150 watt minimum. And I think that's great. Excuse you. Stop that. Stop that. Go on. He was chewing on my Confederate flag. But yeah, no. Wattages, like, you can advertise the biggest fucking wattage, but I'm sorry, you're not doing 200 watts on 2 18650s. But moving on. My mom actually came into the vape shop with me this time. Or she actually came to the vape shop with us this time she came in. Usually it's just me or my grandmother or me and my grandfather going into the vape shop. But my mom actually got something this time, and she actually got this guy right here. The Stick Prince. And, I'm going to say it vapes fantastic. I vaped on it. Because I want to try it out, make sure I set it up right for her. Because I want to do hard draws. That way I make sure that the coil's saturated enough. Because if she does light draws, it probably won't affect it as much. But if I do my hard draws like this, yeah. So my lungs will put this coil to the test and make sure it's wicked up properly. And it was. And it vapes great. It vapes really well. Like, keep in mind the battery wasn't charged when I vaped it. Fully charged. I'm starting to think that this thing's actually fully charged, to be honest. Because the light hasn't changed from any color. So I'm thinking it's fully charged. I don't know what she put on the charger, but yeah. But I also got this at the vape shop. Overcast Vapor Lounge t-shirt. And I paid a price of $0.00. Because I actually had I had got some reward points, so I had $20 off my next purchase, and I went ahead and was like, well, how much is your shirt? And my grandmother was like, well, Because he said 20. My grandmother's like, well, you could use your reward points to get the shirt. And I was like, fuck yeah, why not? So I got a free shirt. So ain't nothing wrong with that. Because the guy said, hey, you can get a free shirt. So that was pretty cool. Fucking Vape Shop's awesome. Last week I got a free sticker. This week I got a free shirt. But I love Overcast. Overcast is my go-to vape shop. Like, yeah, I'll fucking hit up 985 from time to time. But, the only time I hit them up is for juice. Especially because they have their sale going on for Juice of the Week, which is $12.49 a bottle. 30 ml bottle. So I'll get like 2 or 3 of those. And that'll usually last me. But when I want some real good juice, I go to Overcast. Because they usually have their 100 mils for $20. Which isn't bad. Isn't a bad price at all.
Yeah, right.
Oh, time limit? Okay, yeah. She's keeping track of time so this video isn't too long. But, no. So, free shit. Awesome ass Voopoo Drag 2. A Print Stick V8, or is it V8? Or the Print Stick. With I guess what is it? TF V12 prints, something like that.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Vape Shop haul was good today. My mom got something. I got something. I got a shirt. Got some alcohol. Yeah, tonight was pretty fucking good. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Oh shit. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, or no. I'm too drunk for this shit. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Anyways, guys, this is Storm Family signing out.